So people would say that the vinyl had a better sound because of the crackles and the pops and the stuff like that. It's like a warm analog sound.
They like
hate
the
that. They
vibe.
want it all gone. Like they want all the, and Bryn, you know about this, so I might as well just bring it up now. They buy these things called white hot stampers, super hot stampers, and what they are is there is a guy.
What the fuck,
man?
Just listen to the fucking songs, you know?
No, they can't do that.
Buy a white hot stamper.
That's
White hot
not
stamper.
good enough.
Super hot stamper here. This is one that you can buy. This guy, him and like 5 other people have this listening room, and they go listen to records all the way through all day. And the best sounding ones they grade, and then they sell them on better records where you can buy a super hot stamper. What I'm showing right now is Michael Jackson Thriller, and it is $349.99.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so here's how it works. So when you make a vinyl record, you have to create a metal die cast, and then you get a ball of vinyl, and then you stamp it. And that's how the record is produced. And they make, hundreds of them with the cast. Now, in reality, over time, they change the cast because it will wear and then you won't get a quality stamp. So what these people believe is that the first couple that they stamp are better quality than 10, 20, 100.
I see.
So they try to find the closest to when either they first they changed the die and then it's like the first ones from that batch.
Yeah.
And then they listen to it and they say, this sounds much better.
Are they doing it
That's really it. It is just a guy, Chris.
By ear? Are they doing it by ear, or do they have some information to find out what is the... Okay, so they're just saying, we believe this is one of the first ones based on the sound, or do they have some information?
So I watched a YouTube documentary about this many years ago, and I think there maybe is another store in London or something that also does this, and they claim, I don't know how true it is, but they claim to be able to look at like the actual pressing numbers, like the numbers,
matrix
like
number,
the matrix numbers, yeah, and sort of puzzle out which ones were first. As far as I know, the numbers don't change from stamp to stamp. So I don't know how they would know exactly, but they claim that there is some way they're puzzling that out.
So it's only the top pros are able to do this, obviously.
Yeah.
It's going to be your top ears are going to be able to do this one, because you're having to like hear a very small difference, even smaller than like a difference between two, like a CD and a, you know what I mean? Like different, like this is just a very small difference.
Right.
Oh, and that's the thing, is like the matrix number is a part of it. So if they do find this matrix number, they still have to bring it to the listening room and listen to it and make sure there's no cracks or pops or anything on them. And they clean it and they're like, all right, this one is a white hot stamper. And that is going to cost you, here, I got another one here for you.
So they call it a white hot stamper.
Because it was so hot when they stamped it.
I see.
The other one I have here is really good. It's a Simon and Garfunkel one.
So they're kind of ripping people off, yeah?
Oh, yes. I mean, for sure. The guy will argue with you all day on the internet.
Did you try and argue with him?
I didn't know, but a lot of people on the audiophile message boards really fight. They hate him because they think he's ripping people off. So they argue with this guy, and the guy will argue all day and like do threats and stuff like this. This is a white hot stamper of Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water, and it is $999.99.
It's a good song.
It's a good record.
Good record. Good. And $1,000 kind of, it might be an investment if it is really white hot. You know?
The funny thing is like all audiophiles in their FAQ, they answer all the questions of like, so is this real? And like, they're also like, is this a good investment? And they're like, no, we are not saying this is a good investment, because they're not even like first edition pressings. Like some of these are remasters or like, stuff that's not worth anything, but it's because they were the first press ones, so they're saying they sound better.
But then, so they're basically admitting then, though, that like most people would not agree, because
That's right.
if any amount of people agreed, that it would be a good investment because it would have resale value potentially, and it could, get even, it could appreciate. So he's saying, okay, nobody really cares about this.
Well, and it's I think the way that this guy that probably has a lot of records or access to a lot of records is able to convince a group of people who've decided that CDs sound better, that wait a minute, no, you can get records
Oh, I see.
that sound better than CDs.
Yeah, they're like, no, listen, so you've just been listening to these fucking ice cold things, and right before they tossed the damn press away, they threw the damn thing away.
It was basically broken.
It was almost broken by the time you listened to that crap. No, but so is it just one guy that does this?
It's 6 guys. It is 6 guys that work for one guy.
Okay, so it's not like, this is not like an industry. This is not like something that exists outside of their site or their. Okay,
I don't think so.
This is a guy running a business.
It's a con artist.
And he
a confidence man, a con man, grifter. Yeah, okay. I'm familiar with them. I've heard of them. Yeah,
it's a thing he invented.
Yeah. That's it's classic grifter, con man move.
Yeah, that one I love. I think that's so funny.
Yeah,
and there's a store too. It's there's a brick and mortar store where they're organized by like how good.
Where is it?
I don't know.
It's in California.
In California. Yeah, so, yeah, that is a really good, because honestly, in today's day and age with technology and stuff, like it's kind of hard to pull off like an old school like con like that. And this feels really kind of like a classic con,
It does.
For sure.
It feels good.